Hey guys, the Garbage Time Pod is coming your way in just a minute, but first, we are brought to you today by producer Matt's Panties.
Yeah, we're back to that bit. Guys, Mack Weldon, longtime sponsor of the podcast. They believe in smart design, premium fabrics, and simple shopping.
They do.
And I can attest to that. I just bought some more clothes there.
Oh my God, you're a maniac.
I did. Not even for free. I actually bought them.
Cyber Monday?
No. This was before. Why didn't I wait for that?
Don't know.
God, this is why we have to talk more when outside of the office. They have the most comfortable underwear, socks, shirts, undershirts, hoodies, and sweatpants that you will ever wear. I personally can vouch for them. Their products are antimicrobial, which means they eliminate odor.
They do.
And not only do their clothes look good, they perform well. Good for working out, going to work, or even going on dates, you handsome devils.
You stud faces.
Yeah,
That's
it's great,
my turn,
great
right?
stuff. Yeah, you should.
Okay, I'll tell them the other thing. Guys, guess what? They want you to be comfortable. So if you don't like your first pair, you can keep it and they'll still refund you. No questions asked, because like I've always said, I don't want to answer questions about my underpants.
Nope. No, sir. Go
to MackWeldon.com and get 20% off using promo code GarbageTime at checkout. That's MackWeldon.com, promo code GarbageTime, all one word, no spaces. We are also brought to you today by Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans, which proudly supports Garbage Time. They bring the mortgage approval process into the 21st century. Fast, powerful, and completely online, Rocket Mortgage has taken all the complicated, time-consuming parts of applying for a mortgage out of the equation. You know this because we tell you this every week, but if you hate searching through stacks of old files and paperwork, which who doesn't, Rocket Mortgage makes it so that you can easily share your bank statements and pay stubs at the touch of a button, helping you get approved in minutes for a custom mortgage solution that's been tailored to your unique financial situation, whatever that may be. Even better, with Rocket Mortgage, you can do all of this on your phone or tablet. It's a quick online process you can manage from the convenience of your couch or your bed or your couch bed. So if you're looking to refinance your mortgage or buy a home, check out Rocket Mortgage today at quickenloans.com/garbagetime. That's quickenloans.com/garbagetime. Equal housing lender, licensed in all 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org number 3030. Let's do a podcast.
Let's do it. Hey guys, it's producer Matt. How's it going? Katie unfortunately can't be here today to do the podcast. She has other obligations, which is the life of a television celebrity. But I'm here, even though I sound sick. I'm okay. Thank you for your concern, though. So yeah, we're going to do our podcast a little differently this week, obviously without the star of the show. Victor Cruz was here earlier this week to do a segment for Garbage Time, the TV show. It was awesome, so we're going to run that for you. There will be some other parts of the podcast that are from previous weeks. But the podcast should be back to normal next week. Thank you guys for bearing with us this week. In the meantime, I do have some picks that you can fade this weekend. I am picking Oakland +3 at the Chiefs tonight. I'm picking the Cowboys as 3-point favorites on Sunday night. And the third game, I'm picking the Ravens +7 at the Patriots Monday night. Good games. So you can take those picks and pick the opposite of them, and you'll be happy with the result. Thanks again for listening, and yeah, we'll be back to normal next week. See ya.
Victor Cruz, welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. Let's start. You're here with Gillette, so tell us what you're doing.
Yes, I'm here with Gillette Clinical Clear Gel to talk about their new deodorant. It's just, on and off the field, on and out of the work environment, you're stressed out, and there's stresses that may challenge your life day in and day out that may cause you to sweat. And with Gillette Clinical Clear Gel, it helps you stay cool, calm, and collected during those stressful moments when you're sweaty. Just rub this on and you're good to go.
So this is for me? You brought this
This is for you. It is men's deodorant, but
cool wave.
Whenever you're feeling, exactly. That's the exact wave we were thinking about.
I was going to use it right now, but
save it.
I'll use it later. Let's talk about the game, Sunday. Tough game, obviously. You were a little angry afterwards, which everybody understands. I'm sure you're sick of talking about it. But I'm sort of curious to know what happened. How does that happen? Not a football player.
Gotcha.
So walk me through how you get to a situation where you're not seeing any targets, and then what the next step is. Is it worth it to bring it up to the coach and the quarterback? Does that only make it worse?
I think it's a multitude of things. I think one has to do with the coverages. Obviously, a lot of teams are now playing us with too high, cover two, keeping those two safeties high and those corners pressed on the outside so we don't have those big plays. So we can't go stretch the ball down the field, forcing them to keep everything in front of us. So that may have skewed it a little bit. And then on top of that, it was just one of those games where, it doesn't go our way. A lot of plays, a lot of calls, a lot of different things just didn't go our way. And the only way to combat that is to obviously have a conversation with the coach, have a conversation with Eli if need be, and just ask them what their mind is, what's their mindset in terms of moving forward. And, am I a priority in terms of getting the football on this team? And, just ask some questions and see where it takes us and renew our focus for the next game because it doesn't get any easier.
True. Do you think it's possible that Eli's just mad at you for doing the Manning face so accurately the last time you were on our show?
Potentially.
Like, I don't want to say that's what it was, but it
maybe
feels like maybe he's just like, don't do that again.
Maybe he may have had that, may still be scorn from that face.
What was that face again?
It was just. It was like that, right?
You're not going to get any targets next week either. I'm so sorry in advance.
We play the Cowboys, though. I have to get a catch.
That's true.
I have to.
I mean, you got a touchdown last time.
Hopefully we can double that this time.
Yeah, so you guys are obviously the only team that beat them.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you do it?
I think it's, in that game, our execution level was sky high. We were moving the ball whenever we wanted. We were throwing the ball down the field. Everybody was getting love. Everybody was catching, running. It was a full team effort. And I think, as we know, football is a team sport. And when everybody's playing at a high level, playing together, we can be victorious. And I think we saw that on full display in week 1.
So you think you're going to win next week?
I don't just think, Katie. I'm not a thinker. I'm not a thinker. Anytime our team's out there, obviously, I'm going to say we're going to win.
Right.
And we want to win. But I have faith in my team. I have faith in my teammates. And, Dallas has played a lot of games inside that nice little bubble and nice weather. Come out and put some hand warmers on, get those fingers nice and cold, and let's play some football.
That's going to be exciting.
All right?
The pod is also brought to you by the Books.
The Books.
I love the Books. Are you guys looking for something nice to celebrate a landmark moment or show appreciation for an everyday gesture? You should send a Book. I mean it. They're so great. I used them before this sponsorship happened, and they're great. But I'll just tell you what I'm supposed to tell you. A bouquet is a bouquet. It's simplified. I'll explain that further. The Books Company starts with beautiful flowers that are chemical-free and sourced from eco-friendly, sustainable farms. Their flowers can be enjoyed longer than other companies. They aren't cut until you order them, and then they arrive just days after. Compare that to nearly 3 weeks like you're going to get somewhere else. Plus, prices start at a mere $40, and there's no hidden fees. There's no unnecessary upsells. The price you see is the price you pay. I will also add they're very honest in their photos of what you're getting for what price you're paying. Like most sites, you can pay a little more for more flowers. Lots of sites lie to you about that. 100 flowers. And so, but the Books don't. They're great. They make it as easy as possible for you. If you register with your email, they'll give you free delivery on weekdays just for giving them your email. They make the perfect gift for any holiday or occasion or just because you just used Boots.
I used it today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have
Good
the
reviews.
flowers come yet?
Yes.
They have.
They got good reviews.
They are
endorsed.
so great. I use them to get my mom flowers. Right now, Garbage Time listeners get $15 off. And like I said, they start at $40, so that's like almost half off. That math took me way too long. Just go to books.com/garbage. Now it's not books, okay? It's BOUQS.com/garbage. Do it and send me some goddamn flowers. The pod is also brought to you by Omaha Steaks, which means your girl had a delicious meal last week.
Did you get some?
Oh, I
I'm
did.
jealous.
If you're looking for the perfect gift, then let me tell you about Omaha Steaks and how for only $49.99 you can get my family gift pack when you go to omahasteaks.com and enter the code NOLAN in the search bar, NOLAN. Guess how much percentage that is off what it's supposed to cost?
How much?
77%
Ooh.
off using the code NOLAN at omahasteaks.com. Omaha Steaks offers unique gift ideas for gourmet food lovers, and right now they're giving an exclusive savings just to listeners of our podcast. This is what you get in the family gift pack for less than $50. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
2 filet mignons, 2 top sirloins, 2 boneless pork chops, 4 boneless chicken boobies, 4 kielbasa sausages, 4 burgers, a 12-ounce package of all beef meatballs, 4 potatoes au gratin, That's the cheesy potatoes. They're really good. They
Delish.
come like a little fried little ball. They're really good. 4 caramel apple tartlets, which I like to serve with butter pecan ice cream, but that's just me. 1 Omaha Steak seasoning packet, which sounds like, oh, they're just throwing that in. That stuff is so good. And you will get 4 additional sausages for free because it's just a big old sausage fest here at Garbage Time. All that food I just said, you're getting for $49.99. I don't understand why they're doing this. That's a lot of food. I've eaten all of that food. It's dope. Even just their chicken breasts are like, wait, this is really good. If you have an Italian family, as I do, this is a great way for your parents to feed you when they're not around. Are you eating enough? And then they send you this box with all of this stuff in it, and they know you're going to eat enough. So go to omahasteaks.com, enter my code NOLAN, Nolan, in the search bar. It's Italian. Just kidding, it's Irish. It's obviously my dad's. Go to omahasteaks.com, enter my code Nolan, Nolan, in the search bar. Add the family gift pack to your cart and get a 77% savings. It's guaranteed to be a hit, I promise. That's omahasteaks.com, code NOLAN. Okay, now that I'm sufficiently starving.
One of the things the NFL is cracking down on this year is celebrations. You obviously, again, another thing you're probably sick of talking about by now, famous for your salsa celebration. And sort of like the time when they started to really crack down on it was the time you were away. So you come back to this new, you can't dance or hump or like twerk. But you can do certain things.
Did they physically put those words in the book?
I don't know if they used
rulebook?
hump.
Okay, but they definitely used twerk.
I think there's plenty of people saying twerk that shouldn't ever say the word
Absolutely.
twerk all over
Absolutely.
the NFL. What do you think about that? Like, are you afraid now? Are there actual conversations that like you can only salsa for 3 seconds or don't use your butt too much? Like, do you guys actually talk about this or is it like whatever?
Well, it's kind of whatever, but we talk about it in jokingly. Like we talk about it like, hey, you can't do this because they're going to fine you and you better be careful about doing that because they're going to fine you. So, it just sucks because that's the way, when I was young, that's the way, players express themselves. That's the way you watch the game and whatever they did in the end zone, you emulate it in your backyard or on the street playing. And it sucks that that's been kind of taken from us a little bit. We can't, grab a cheerleader's pom-poms and do that. We can't grab a pylon and play golf with it like Ocho Cinco. We can't, But those are fun. Those are fun things.
Yeah.
This game is entertainment. This game, that's what brings little kids and fans closer to the game when they can connect with the player. Like my salsa dance connected with so many different people in that instance because I can relate. People can relate to those things. Kids can relate to Ocho Cinco because they want to be that, they want it to be that receiver to get in the end zone and do, wear the yellow jacket and be on the sideline. And, they want to see that. And they're going to tune in next week to see what he does again and the week after that to see what he does again. So it just sucks that in certain regards we can't express ourselves in the end zone the way we want to.
Yeah. Are you going to the wedding between Odell and the kicking net or were you not invited?
I think that wedding got canceled. I think
Probably for the best.
Yeah, I think there was an issue with the prenup, and it just didn't.
You gotta get
Didn't go through.
How do you get a signature from a net? It doesn't have opposable thumbs.
The notary is an issue.
Yeah, very confusing.
Absolutely.
Another interesting thing the NFL did this week was they let you guys wear cleats for causes. And I know you did that. Your cleats were sick.
Thank you.
Is that interesting to you? Because this is always a thing the NFL has fined players for doing, and now they're like, it's okay, but only this 1 week. Like, how do you feel about that?
Well, it's interesting that, every other week they fine us for our cleats and when we're trying to be expressive. And then the 1 week, when it benefits the entire league, it's okay.
Not only is it okay, I got notifications on my phone that was like, check out the cleats Victor Cruz is going to wear.
Exactly.
It's like, okay, don't you wish they sort of did that all the time?
So it's a little contradictory, but I mean, you just got to take it and take it in stride and understand what this league is and what it stands for and what they're trying to implement and just take it as it is. I feel like if you can have your custom cleats or whatever you're doing, as long as they're team colors and they're not, they don't have anything derogatory on the side of them, they'll be good to go.
You think that'd be easy to just write that rule,
Yeah,
right?
just write it down.
You
Right
can
next to twerking,
Yeah.
cleats, right there.
If you can get specific with twerking, you can get specific with cleats.
100%.
I think you should be able to do it. Another thing you're known for, according to SI,
Okay.
you are the most fashionable athlete on the planet.
Did they put? Is that on there?
It
The
is.
Planet?
On Earth.
Okay.
Don't even get me started. I mean, there's probably more fashionable people on other planets, but we don't have to talk about that.
We don't have to go there.
Do you agree with that assessment?
I mean, let's be clear. The great people at Sports Illustrated are very, very smart, and they do nothing but make really, really great decisions. And I think that was one of their best decisions.
Yeah, the most fashionable. I mean,
I agree.
these are fashionable and comfortable.
Extremely comfortable, extremely fashionable.
Yeah.
Thank you, Neil Barrett. Please continue to send more clothing my way.
And my way, if you'd like.
Katie loves Neil Barrett
I
as
love
well.
clothes and men's deodorant.
There we go.
These are the things I have Victor Cruz for.
It's hand in hand.
You know, Cam Newton was briefly benched in a very costly way Sunday night because he didn't wear a tie on the team road trip. That's the story that's come out now.
Got it.
He didn't. They flew to Oakland and then to Seattle, and he didn't bring a tie for the pregame. For a guy who cares so much about what he wears, as is judged by what he wears to press conferences. Do you buy that? Is that really what happened?
I don't buy that at all. I mean, just to be honest here.
Right?
I mean,
How do you remember your top hat, but you
can't-
forget your tie?
Exactly. And all the accoutrements he puts in
Oh
his
my
hats,
God,
like,
the feather.
it's bogus to me. I think, you can't bench your best player for not bringing a tie. You might just give him a slap on the wrist and say, bring it next time. But you don't bench him. You know what I mean? Obviously, love Coach Ron Rivera. Extremely smart guy, extremely smart coach, but I'm not buying the no tie thing at all.
And if you're gonna bench him, maybe run the ball.
Maybe. Just maybe.
Maybe we don't have Derek Anderson
Just
try to
maybe.
fire it down the field.
Exactly.
Maybe we just let him hand
Just
it off
throwing
to
it out
somebody
there.
just once,
Just throwing
and
it
then
out
bring
there.
Cam in.
Exactly.
Victor, thank you for being here
No
and for
problem.
doing this. As always, a pleasure to have you.
My pleasure. Thank you, Katie.
Get those targets, man.
Absolutely.
Get them.
Okay, that's it for the Garbage Time Podcast. Be sure to subscribe on iTunes, guys, where you can rate us and leave a comment, but only if it's 5 stars and if the comment is nice. You can also listen on, I do this every week. You can listen on SoundCloud, Art19, watch the video on youtube.com/Katie Nolan. Really, you can listen wherever it is you like to listen to podcasts. Like on one of those Vitamix.
Oh,
things.
yeah. That's a new feature.
Yep, there's the smoothie, and
Yep.
then there's the protein shake feature.
Yep.
There's the juicing,
Yep.
and then there's pods.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a different
Which a
color
lot of
button.
people think is like bean pods, and it's like,
Right.
no.
Oh, no. Do
This
not
is
put
for
beans in there.
podcasts.
Yeah, right.
If you go to beans, which is the next setting, that's
Right.
for where you put your bean pods.
Wish I knew that before I had beans for breakfast. What?
Big thanks to producer Matt.
Yeah, I'll just leave. See ya.
As always, guys, thanks to you guys for listening. We will see you next week. Bye. Love you. Nina.